Hey everybody, first and foremost I just want to say happy Memorial Day and give my sincere gratitude, thanks and admiration for all the servicemen and women of our nation, past and present, and specifically for those who've given the ultimate sacrifice for you and I so that we can have the freedom to live in this amazing place and do all the amazing cool things that we can do without oppression or without restrictions on the pursuit of our own happiness, and so many have given their lives even for that. And so again, on this day, in case you thought it was like National Barbecue Day, right? It's a day to remember those fallen heroes, men and women, and their families. You know, their families that gave the ultimate, went through the ultimate pain, the ultimate sacrifice, the sacrifices that they made. And so my hat is off to all of them, as well as my gratitude and my sincere thanks. So with that, guys, happy Memorial Day. And now, with that message in mind, it is kind of National Barbecue Day. So I got the right shirt on for the beer and barbecue day, right? But today's message is about consistency and just doing what you need to do on a daily basis. You know, one of the biggest mistakes that I see people make when they're trying to get a business up and off the ground, when they're trying to get something going, is they get busy on it for a day or two, and then they kind of check out for a week, and then they might come back to it for a day, and then they check out for a while, and then they come back to it for a little bit, and then they, and they're kind of in and out and in and out. And listen, I use the microwave popcorn comparison to talk about how to make something, to make magic really happen in a new business or with a new organization. You see, when you're getting a new business or a new organization up and off the ground, or any kind of new project, or even if it's health and wellness, if it's working out, spirituality, whatever, consistency is the thing that's going to bring results. Like, how long does it take for microwave popcorn to pop in the microwave? 2.5 minutes, right? But if you put it in for 30 seconds, and then you take it out for 2 minutes, and you put it in for 30 seconds, you take it out for 2 minutes, and you could do that from now until next Easter, and that popcorn is not going to pop. As a matter of fact, you can leave the popcorn in there for a minute to a minute and a half and take it out. And put it back in for a minute to a minute and a half and take it out. And if you kept doing it, it would never pop either. And the fascinating thing about it is, no matter how long you leave it in there, unless you leave it in for the whole 2.5 minutes and pop all the kernels and get the product out, right? Every time you take it out, when you go to put it back in, you're starting over. It's going to take a whole 2.5 minutes from the time you put it in the second or the third or the fifth or the eighth time to begin to see results. And so it is such with our endeavors, whether it's health and wellness, business, financial, whatever it is you're doing. Every time you stop and take your foot off the gas and kick back and relax for a few days, every time you bail out for a period of time, when you decide to go back out, you're starting over. Bing! Some folks just went, whoa, right? Some folks just now realized why they've been beating their head against the same wall for some of them months, maybe even years, and they're not seeing any results, but it's because they keep starting and stopping and starting and stopping, and it's that starting and stopping and starting and stopping that halts the progress. And every time you start again, it's like starting over from scratch. So here's what you got to know, right? Even with popcorn in the microwave, man, you put it in there, and for a minute and a half, you don't see anything. I mean, you see nothing. You get no results. And then, right? And then it starts. And before you know it, it sounds like an Uzi going up. And the fascinating thing is, when all that activity is happening and all that production is being generated, there's really no more heat or energy being put into that microwave bag of popcorn than there was a minute before, when it looked like nothing was happening. Did you catch that? So in the beginning, when you're putting all your energy and all your time and you're working really hard and it seems like you're not getting any results, don't take your bag out of the microwave, because it's happening. You just can't see it. And if you keep it in there and you keep the pressure on and you keep the power on, you're going to start to see the right? But for the first few minutes in a microwave, you don't see anything with popcorn. And for the first few weeks, maybe even months with your new business or your new health and wellness endeavor, you may not be seeing the results right away. But if you keep the heat on, then your popcorn will begin to pop, and before you know it, it'll be popping out of your control, and the results and the feedback and the return on investment for your efforts will be 10-fold, 30-fold, 100-fold what you thought was even possible, because you understood the popcorn theory. And that's the dose, guys. Happy Memorial Day. Have a great extended weekend.